Well, well, well. hmm. Is there trouble in paradise? I see. Oh, okay. Okay. Right. So I'm not trying to laugh at nobody's downfall. I'm not hoping or wishing nothing negative on anybody. But when you walk around, what did Shay say? Oh, they the top dogs. Top dogs of what, girl? All of y'all relationships is trash. What are you talking about? What are you saying? Okay. I said, okay. Oh, how the tables have turned, love. Mm-hmm. And again, I'm not wishing nobody's downfall or nothing like that, but honey, all of y'all in this house for the very same reason. Don't sit up and act like your shit better than somebody else's shit, because girl, girl, it's still shit. Okay. Anyway, let's get into it, y'all. Hey, y'all, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Belle, and this is the Belle Perspective, and we are here to talk about the Never Ever Met Girl. All right, this is season 1, episode 7, Newlymet Game, and girl, it was a mess, child. It was a mess. And I'm gonna have to get on my soapbox about a couple things. I'm gonna just let y'all know off top. So we picking up back where we left off. All right. This is Millie and Gregg during their counseling session, and Gregg opens up and tells us that he was violated as a child, and Millie is still rolling her eyes low key, but then she just catches herself and gets it together. And I didn't like that she skated through this. Gregg, she was not there for you in your time of need. She tried to make it seem like you were trying to steal her spotlight. I needed you to recognize that. I needed the therapist to also recognize that, because the therapist was mentioning something about this is an opportunity for them to bond. You mean trauma bond, girl? I don't know about that, okay? But also, Millie was able to hurry up and shape up real quick and try to clean up her act, and I didn't like how she was able to get around that. I didn't like it. But anyway, they get back in the house and Millie is giving him some sort of speech. And I was just like, girl, I got my good eye on you, girl. I don't like Millie neither. I don't like her neither. I don't. Now I know I acknowledge everything she's been through, but girl, I didn't like how you handled that, because his issue is just as important to deal with as yours. Okay. Anyway, it's Gregg's birthday. Millie's planning a little surprise. Something is going to be a 90s themed party. You know, everybody love the 90s child. Come on, shout out to the 90s babies, girl. Anyway, we get with Taronda. You know, Taronda got this hat. Taronda remind me of somebody I used to know. Everything, the way she with her hair, hats, the makeup, the outfits, everything, her body posture, everything. Taronda remind me of somebody else. Anyway. So they play a game called On the Same Page. And it's basically like the Newlywed Game, where you have to guess certain things from certain topics. So the topics were, it was girls versus guys, or girls and girls' turn, and then the guys' turn. So the guys went first, guessing what the girls were in terms of topics of spending, birthday, sexual position, day they met, favorite hobby, etc. Okay. All of them was doing trash except for Josh and Shay. Now, I know they was in there gloating and trying to, oh yeah, we've been together for 12 years. I said, y'all really need to stop saying 12 years when you never met each other until now, okay? When they ask what's the biggest hurdle, okay, that y'all had to overcome, Shay talking about the baby, he talking about communication. Girl, okay, and everybody was looking like, ooh, child. Ooh, child. Okay. Now, Gregg, what the hell Gregg was doing? Now, Gregg didn't know Millie's birthday. How do you not know her birthday? But you know what? I also realized that a lot of men don't be remembering birthdays and stuff like that. Don't play with me. Okay. If you my man, you better have my birthday on your calendar. Period. Okay. Ain't no excuse. I'm a birthday person. You gonna respect my birthday. Okay. Anyway, so Gregg doesn't know Millie's birthday, and it was just downhill from there. They was just, I mean, some people were getting some things right, some people weren't. Aaron and Josh were actually, not Aaron and Josh, nephew Aaron and Jody were actually, answering questions properly and correctly. I didn't think that was going to be a thing. So there were some surprises, and others where I was like, yeah, I could tell. Chris was not answering hardly any of them questions correctly. I said, Sandia, girl, I got something for her. You get y'all. We gonna get there. We gonna get there. So they wrap up the game, and this is where Shay says that, we 12 years in the game, we top dogs and everything, and Millie is in the back talking about how she felt like, I can't believe he missed my birthday. I can't believe he forgot my birthday. Shay over there talking about, well, if Josh forgot my birthday, I would have got up and left.
You're stupid. You're not smart. You're not smart.
Oh. I said, girl, let me tell you something. If I'm going to pick the worst out of the worst, I'd rather have my man forget my birthday than have a baby on me, girl. I don't want let's just be clear. T.I. voice, I don't want none of it. But, okay, if we're going to pick the worst out of the worst, girl, forgetting my birthday is child's play compared to a nigga having a baby on me, girl. Anyway, moving forward. So, we get a conversation with Gregg, Chris, and nephew Aaron. He seems like the most decent guy in the house. Nephew Aaron does. He seems like he's trying really hard. He's doing everything he can to, show his interest in Jody. And Jody I do not like that girl. She a waste of my time and nephew Aaron's. So I think, what were they talking about? Basically, what are you going to try to do they were just recapping on the game and everything, and how far is nephew Aaron getting and how he's really trying hard. And it was a little scene between them two, child, whatever. Anyway, okay. So, and that was when we saw Shay talk about how she can't, if Josh forgot her birthday, she would have got up and left. Girl, you need to get up and leave. This man done cheated on you, had a whole baby. He had time to go drop dick off, but he didn't have time to come get a plane ticket to go see you. Girl, don't say nothing to me about nothing. Okay. Anyway, we find out that Chris's people are coming. And baby, Chris's people could have stayed where the hell their asses was at. But we're going to get into that. Give me a second. Okay, give me a second. So, nephew Aaron plans a really cute date for Jody. It's a photo shoot. They're going to get to dress up, do some cosplay. And I'm going to wrap this scene up real quick because it was very awkward, very weird. I was holding my breath and feeling so bad. I was getting secondhand embarrassment for nephew Aaron because he is in the confessional saying, yeah, she feeling your boy. And in the confessional, Joanna saying, I don't like him. I don't feel nothing. And I'm just like, girl, just say it out loud. We tired of you playing, but you don't want to say it because you don't want to go home. Okay. So he plans this photo shoot. It's really, really cute. He's dressed as a king. She's dressed as a demon queen, which, quiet as it's kept, fits her personality to me. But anyway, and, they have a little intimate moment and he kisses her. Now, he feeling it, child. It's stars and everything, fireworks and all. He feeling the heat, okay? And Jody was like, I don't feel nothing in this kiss. So later on after the photo shoot, nephew Aaron is just asking her, this will probably be a good way for us to connect and spend time together. And Joanna sitting on the swing just like, yep, yep. Nothing about her body language, nothing about her eye contact, nothing tells me that she wants to continue anything with nephew Aaron. And I just wish that she would say it. At this point, it's time to rip the Band-Aid off. She says she feels guilty about not feeling anything. She doesn't want to tell him anything because she feels guilty about it. Why? Huh? You just want to be on the show. And I just hope to God that production team cuts the cord because this is, I'm tired of. I'm tired of watching them. I'm tired of seeing nephew Aaron be embarrassed. It's really sad at this point. Okay. Anyway, so Chris's friend Benz gets there. Now I love seeing Haitian people on TV because Benz is Haitian. Stephanie, Sophia, what's her name? Sandia's friend is Haitian as well. Let's get into it. Benz walked his fuckboy ass up in there. I said, oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh God. Okay, I see what this is. I know what type of time you on.
Proceed with caution.
So Ben's asking Chris, all right, my boy, did you get into the action? All right, what's the action like? He called Sandia Shorty. I said he called her Shorty because he don't remember her name because Chris be having so many that he can't keep up, right? It was like, nah, I'm on this connection shit. And he was like, all right, here you go with this connection shit. I was like, let's not play. Chris on the first night was telling the people that he don't talk, he don't get to know nobody, he trying to get in. So he is on the very same time that Benz is on. And the fact that Chris tried to play that good cop, bad cop bullshit in front of the people on that goddamn camera on that couch, I said, Sandia, you a different kind of fool. But you know what? That's on you, girly. That's on you. And
you're stupid. You're not smart. You're not smart.
Oh. Now, shout out to one of the subscribers. I cannot remember your name. I did not look it up. I should have. Shout out, but you already know who you are. And if you respond, I'm going to pin your comment just so people know who I'm talking about. But she was like, we need to stand up for women and we need to, You're absolutely right. The person who needed to stand up and be like, hell nah, girl, this nigga ain't shit, was her best friend, Stephanie. You saw how Stephanie ain't say shit? That's on Stephanie. Okay, now if I'm your BFF, I know you, I'm your girl. Bitch, hell nah. Who the fuck is this nigga and his friend? I would have been cussing her and him and all of them out. Okay, that's if I were Stephanie. That's Stephanie's job. That was Stephanie's job. That's not Diamond job. That's not Millie's job. Cause you see how that go. Sandia was ready to turn coat on them and make it seem like them girls was being messy and throw them under the bus. She was ready to do all that. Stephanie was the one that should have been like, this nigga ain't shit, but she ain't do that. See, that's where we fall short. Okay, but anyway, I'm on my soapbox. So Benz is asking, okay, so what we doing? Let's sit down. I'm about to ask I'm gonna ask the girls the questions that these women don't like to hear. I said, here we go. He one of them. He one of them type of niggas. He one of them who think that he can't relate to women. He thinks we're here just for their sexual conquest, right? He just got life all contorted. And personally, I feel like if you hate women, just say that shit, okay? If you don't want to fuck with them like that, you don't want to commit to them, you want to keep them, keep your little harem, keep your little roster, bitch, pay for some prostitutes, pay for some women of the night, pay for sex work. That's what you need to do. But they don't want to do that. They ain't trying to spend their money because they don't think it's worth it. But at the same time, want to still be all up in it. Girl. Anyway, we moving on. Chris said something that bothered me. Again, I don't like these niggas. They fuck boys. And quiet as it's kept, if it were me, I'd have been cussing their ass out from the rooter to the tutor. And that's it. Wrap this shit up. Bye. Okay, I'm packing my bags. I don't got shit to say to you. Because again, Chris showed you his colors the very first night. So Chris said something to, yeah, she's a real sweet girl. She's kind. She's caring. And she don't have that much of a past. Bitch, why the fuck you worried about how many bodies she got? Nigga, because you don't care how many bodies you got. Like, to me, it's so fucking crazy how a nigga will sit up here and have a whole laundry list of people who he been up in. Nasty. Just been all up in people. But want the woman he with to be some damn Mary mother of Jesus. I don't understand. That's some bullshit to me. That's some La La Land crazy. You damn near psychotic. But that to me. Anyway, we moving on. So they sit down. Ben sit down with Chris and Stephanie sit down with Sandy and they introducing each other. It was something. The way Chris said, yeah, this is her right here. It made me feel like Benz was looking at Stephanie like, oh nigga, this you? And Chris had to clarify, like, nah, this her right here. I'm like, what's wrong with Stephanie? Because it gives me, he's also one of the type of niggas, no fat women either. Just some fuck nigga shit. Just some fuck nigga shit who need to be cussed out. Anyway, so they sit down. Stephanie asked a question. The question was dumb to me. It was dumb because clearly you can see these niggas are seething out of them. Literally oozing out of them. maybe it's because I'm older and I understand the game and I've been through a couple things, right? It's seething out of them. But Stephanie asked, are you ready for love? Are you ready to love? Are you ready for commitment? Ben's busts out laughing. Oh, so you want this man to be monogamous?
Yes, I have been there.
Bitch. He goes off onto this tirade basically saying that, a man who's got his shit together, he's exploring his options. Y'all want this fairy tale with a man being, monogamous and all this other stuff. Men don't cheat. We explore our options. Okay, well, women should be able to do the same motherfucking thing then. Chris was like, okay, chill. Because basically they was playing good cop, bad cop. It was like, he on this bullshit, but I'm the good guy. This is my friend and I don't speak for my friend. I'm the good guy. Y'all know what I'm saying? That was some manipulation tactic right there too. I said, goddamn, y'all on some. And Sandia just, if this is your friend, just let me know now because I can go. Bitch.
You're stupid. You're not smart. You're not smart.
Oh. You heard him the very first night, which again, you're omitting. You're not telling your friend. She told her friend that the girls thought he wasn't good. But then now they're saying, oh, he's really good. They're complimenting him. Girl, you forgot to tell her what you heard. You didn't say nothing about what you heard with your own ears that God gave you. You left all that out and you blamed it on the women. Oh, they thought he was this. What did you think about him? What did you think about him? He's improving. He's doing well. Girl, is he? Because he's saying the very same thing his little friend is saying. he said the very same thing his little friend said on the first night. So I don't see the difference. But okay, girl, if that's what you want. Anyway, I think Stephanie was asking about future and progress. Sandia feels like she sees one. Girl, I think I said everything I wanted to say about this. Girl, I'm not even about to waste my time. Sandia goddamn food. She a different kind of food. And that's on her. And, yikes. Anyway, moving on. So, Jody and Aaron, they get home from their photo shoot looking awkward, discomfort, just uncomfortable. Jody not speaking. Chris asking questions about the date. How did it go? Just back to being weird again, okay? As if Aaron didn't sit up here and try to plan this really nice little date for her raggedy ass. But anyway, so Sandia goes upstairs. She asked him to heat up a pizza. I always say that. A piece of pizza, okay? Sandia asked him, not Sandia, I'm getting names mixed up. Who the fuck is this girl? Joanna asked nephew Aaron to heat up a piece of pizza. And he was like, which slice? And she was like, never mind, I'll do it. I was like, oh, girl, why is you mad at him? Just tell him. Anyway, so she goes upstairs. And nephew Aaron sits down with Josh and Chris. And they like, man, they finally say it. Listen, we see you doing what you doing. You're the best man out here. You respectful. Basically, you the only nigga that ain't a fuck nigga. Okay? Because they recognize each other. Chris really said that. He was like, you literally are the nigga who ain't the disrespectful one. You literally the only nigga who's not a fuck nigga on here. Hear me when I say this. The rest of them niggas ain't shit, including Gregg. I'm sorry. I'm gonna be for real. I got my good eye on Gregg. I've been had my good eye on Gregg, but I also got my good eye on Millie too, child. Anyway, moving forward. So finally, Chris says that, I see you doing what you're doing, but I don't feel like she matching what you're doing. Finally, nephew Aaron admits it too. He was like, I've tried to make sure that everything that happened in this house didn't have any effect on our team. And he's referring to him and Jody. But, you're not crazy. I see it. Whatever you see, I see it too. Then nigga, what the hell you doing? Girl, Jody is not feeling you. I'm glad we finally had this conversation, because the way that nephew Aaron would be trying to go up and act like we crazy, like we don't see what we seeing before our eyes. Okay. Anyway, so I guess Josh and Shay was in the room or something like that. And here goes Shay. Josh, go, time for the boom boom room. So as soon as Shay get her things to go to the boom boom room, Diamond pull her aside. Now she says, I don't want to tell you this. I ain't trying to be messy or nothing like this. You know how the messy niggas always try to give you that preface before they spill some tea with your ass. Girl, you ain't here for me, girl, and I don't want to tell you, I ain't trying to chat. I one-on-one. You know how they do. Okay. Anyway. So she was like, but girl, Alexis had told me, girl, that, Josh was in her he had tried her. And Shay was like, try her like what? Try her like how? Okay. And Diamond was like, he tried to fuck something, girl. She was like, what? And I'm like, well, how? When is this information? Because this happened on the first night, right? So I'm like, well, what is going on? How did we not know about this information? Okay, and how did y'all not get this on the camera? All right, so Diamond explains to her what happened, right? So one of the nights, Alexis said that Josh tried to close the door and get something going with her. Right now, the camera shows us. Now, they don't show us exactly, but they show us a little bit of footage that aligns with what Alexis was saying. I ain't gonna hold you, okay? Said that Joshua was trying to get something going in the bedroom. Close the door. Now, why the hell would Josh be closing the door with Alexis in the bed, in the room by themselves? Why would Josh be doing that? Then it was like, nah, let's do something else outside in the hallway, because the camera's not in the hallway. So you see Josh and Alexis go outside of into the hallway. Again, camera is narrating all of the story that Alexis told Diamond. So I'm leaning towards what Alexis is saying. Okay. So then we hear from Shay. She was like, so Diamond was like, what happened that night? Shay was like, you know what? I was laying in the bed. I went to sleep. I woke up and I didn't see them in the room. Next thing I know, Josh tells me that, what did Josh tell her? Josh told her that Alexis tried to come up, approach him and try to get up on him or whatever. And ultimately, he basically told Shay that if I wanted to, I could smash Alexis. Let me tell you something. Let me just listen. I'm being on my soapbox. Just listen here. Okay, just listen. for anybody who need to know, okay, if a nigga come to tell you that somebody will let him fuck or whatever, baby, just trust and believe he done already did it, okay? Trust and believe he done already did it. He is telling you this so that it will put a shadow of doubt in your mind and make you feel like the woman is the enemy. That's some old Taylor's oldest time mind game bullshit that they doing. Just like Benz and Chris sat up there and played that good cop, bad cop bullshit. This is exactly what Josh did that very first night. I just want to let you know that if I could fuck her. Well, how do you know that? How did you get so close to her to find out? How did you pick up on the energy that she'll let you fuck, nigga? Please. just know off top. Okay, rule number 1, if you confused about how anybody feel about you, if you don't know how they feel, you're not sure, baby, they don't like you. Okay, that's for nephew Aaron. Sweetie, if you going back and forth and the temperature hot and it's cold and it's whatever, baby, she don't like you. Okay, if they back and forth, they don't want you. Sweetie, if the nigga come to you and tell you, he said 2 things that gave him away. First night, if I could fuck her, baby. He did. He done did it already. Or he done thought about it and he planning on doing it. Okay. He just letting you know, building up his case. So if he does do that, he can come back and be like, I told you she could try to fuck me. Now you see how she coming up with lies, girl. This tale as old as time, girl. Tale as old as time. Okay. So then Shay was like, oh no, I already got trust issues. I said, of course you do, because that nigga had a baby on you, girl. He went to go drop dick off and he couldn't pick your ass up, girl, please. Okay. So, and he dropping off dick not at your house, girl. So anyway, she was like, I can't believe this. I got trust issues. I'm about to throw up. I can't believe he do me like this. Well, girl, how are you surprised, girl? He had a baby on you and that baby 3 years old. Girl, please. Anyway, so Shay confronts Josh. And when I tell you, I said, if I never had a doubt in my mind, girl, Josh said, oh no, I didn't fuck her. Bitch, I know you fucking lying to me. Shay was looking at him like, bitch, I know you fucking lying to me. And I was looking at him like, I know you fucking lying to her. Girl, the way he quickly looked down, no, I ain't fuck her. Bitch, the fuck you didn't. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Then he tells us a story about how him and Alexis and Shay was in the room and Alexis thought that they was going to have a threesome or some shit. The story changed about 3 or 4 times with Josh. So I'm looking at him like, nah, nigga, nah. Your story can't even stay the same. So she says, just tell me, did you fuck her or no? Did you fuck her or no? He was like, no. So why the fuck she coming to me? Why the fuck she going to tell Diamond this mess? Right, here go Diamond coming in the room. I said, girl, you done lit this match and now you trying to, girl, please. Diamond get on my damn nerves, y'all. She really do. So he was like, what did he say? Diamond comes in the room and Shay on 10 at this point, did you fuck her? No. Did you fuck her? No, I didn't fuck her. No, I didn't fuck her. And she was like, calm down. Diamond tells Shay to calm down. And don't ever tell no black woman to calm down when she mad. Those are just not the words that you want to use. She was like, I'm being played here. Diamond was like, no, you not. Bitch, what you talking about? But mind you, Diamond is also the woman who her nigga proposed to somebody else. And she think the only reason why that he didn't marry that woman is because Aaron said the lady wasn't for him. No, the lady said no. And so that's when Aaron realized this lady wasn't for him. Girl, duh. Yes, she don't want you. So now he back at Diamond door and Diamond is okay with it. So again, we all in the same boat. They are all in the same boat, dealing with the same bullshit, but want to act like, well, my shit better than your shit. Girl, girl, all of y'all shit is shit. You hear me? Anyway, so here go Diamond. I didn't want to be in the middle of it, but I just want her to investigate. Bitch, don't play with me. Don't, no. See, if you gonna bring the bone, if you gonna carry the bone, you might as well go ahead and bury that shit too. You know what I mean? You might as well bury it. So Josh yells out, and this is strike 2. So when he said that if I could fuck Alexis, I could. That was strike 1. That let me know that nigga fucking her. He already fucked her. Second thing, he said, why would I tell you the truth? If I wanted to, I would have fucked the bitch and never said anything. Nigga, you didn't say anything. You withheld all that information. You didn't tell me the story that you claim that you got going on now, that she wanted a threesome or that she wanted some food. You withheld all of that. All of that conveniently slipped your mind. So yeah, and the fact that he called Alexis a bitch, like he just let that just fly out of his mouth like that. Child, baby. Talking about we the top dogs. Top dogs are what? The kennel? Girl, you like real literal dogs? Because that's the niggas you got? Girl, please. Quiet as it's kept. Again, the only good man in that damn house, child, is nephew Aaron. Okay? Anyway, Shay said she doesn't trust him. Why would Alexis have this information? Why would she be on that MO? That kind of thing, and Josh is, is so confused why Diamond would be spreading rumors like that, sir. Baby, dirt gonna come back no matter what it is, no matter how you do it, no matter how many times you try to dig or bury it. Sweetie, it's gonna come back, girl. Anyway, next episode is going to be very interesting. Again, Chris on his fuckboy shit. He tells Taronda that women are bad decision makers. Taronda asks, "You don't think women and men can lead together?" He says, "Women are bad decision makers." Let me tell you something, motherfucker. And the only women who are making bad decisions about any motherfucking thing are bitches who date your ass. Period. Point blank. Anybody who decides to date you has made a grave decision. But you know what? Sandia gonna do what Sandia gonna do, and girl, that's what it is. Cause she on some bird shit her damn self. I'm just telling you. Anyway, y'all, those are my thoughts, child. I know I ranted a little bit and got on my soapbox, hollered a little bit and screamed. But girl, that's how I felt, child. So anyway, get down in the comments. Tell me what you think about the episode. Don't forget to like this video before you leave. Subscribe to the channel. Bye, child.